Sometimes, my friend, the quiet hours of the morning bring with them a familiar ache, a heaviness in the legs that makes even the thought of standing feel like a challenge. And if you've ever sat at the edge of your bed wondering why your own body seems to resist you, you are not alone. Because so many seniors carry this same silent worry, the fear that one day a simple walk across the room will feel impossible. And yet there is comfort in knowing that the body, even in its later years, still listens, still responds, still heals when we give it something gentle, something consistent, something it can trust. And before you lose hope or assume that pain is simply part of aging, let me share something many overlook. Much of the stiffness and leg pain that creeps in as we grow older doesn't come only from age itself, but from the slow tightening of the muscles and the gradual weakening of circulation, a combination that happens quietly over the years as lifestyle, whether dehydration, and even long periods of sitting place more strain on the lower body than we realize. Because as the leg muscles lose flexibility, the blood has a harder time flowing efficiently. And when the blood moves slowly, nourishment to your joints and tissues slows down too, creating that achy, heavy sensation that makes every step feel like walking through deep sand. And while doctors often talk about joints and cartilage, many forget to mention the simplest truth: the muscles and the blood that move through them matter just as much, especially in our later decades, when the smallest habits can shape how our days feel. Which is why I want to offer you a natural daily remedy that is incredibly simple yet deeply powerful when done consistently. Something you can do in your living room, at your bedside, or even outdoors if you enjoy the morning air. And that remedy is the warm water calf soak, followed by what elders in many cultures call the gentle lift, a slow, mindful foot-raising exercise that awakens the calves, eases blood flow, and reduces that deep leg heaviness that so many seniors struggle with. Because warm water relaxes the tight fibers in the lower legs, loosening the grip that stiffness has on your mobility. And once the muscles are softened, the gentle lift encourages the veins to move blood upward again, clearing out that stagnant feeling that often leads to discomfort. And you don't need any equipment for this, just a small bucket or basin, warm water, and a quiet moment in your day, preferably once in the morning when your legs feel their most stiff, or once in the evening when the day's weight settles into your joints. All you need to do is fill the basin with comfortably warm water, not hot, just warm enough to soothe, and soak your feet and calves for 10 to 15 minutes, letting the warmth melt away the tension that builds during long periods of sitting or standing. And while they soak, breathe slowly, because your breath helps your muscles unclench in ways you may not even notice. Then, after you dry your legs, sit in a stable chair with your feet flat on the ground, and begin the gentle lift by slowly raising your heels while keeping your toes on the floor, lifting until you feel the calf muscle tighten just slightly, holding for a moment, and then lowering your heels back down, repeating this movement 20 to 25 times at your own pace. And if 20 feels like too much right now, start with 10 and gradually build your way up. Because progress is not measured in numbers, but in consistency, and this simple routine day after day helps strengthen the deep calf muscles that work like a natural pump for your circulation, assisting your heart and encouraging blood to move smoothly, which in turn eases swelling, reduces pain, and restores that lighter feeling you may remember from years ago. And within a week or two of doing this once a day, many seniors begin to notice subtle shifts. Their legs feel warmer, not cold, and heavy. Their steps feel smoother, not hesitant. And the tension that once made mornings difficult begins to loosen its hold, little by little, day by day, until it becomes something you can manage rather than something that manages you. And you may find yourself moving with more trust in your own body, standing up without that sharp pull behind the knee, walking through your home with a steadier rhythm, or even feeling that small spark of confidence return, the one that tells you your body is still capable of good change, meaningful change, healing change. Because the truth is that small habits, when done with care, can bring remarkable comfort, especially when combined with things your body already understands: warmth, movement, breath, and patience. And as you continue this simple daily routine, imagine your muscles softening the way a knot loosens under gentle pressure. Imagine your blood flowing with ease. Imagine the stiffness melting in its own quiet way, not suddenly, not dramatically, but gradually, like the slow lifting of morning fog. And allow yourself to appreciate each improvement, no matter how small, because small improvements are the stepping stones to big changes. And when your legs begin to feel lighter, when walking no longer feels like a burden, when your steps regain even a fraction of the freedom they once had, you'll understand that this daily act of caring for your body is more than a habit. It is a gift you give yourself, one moment at a time, one warm soak at a time, one gentle lift at a time. And if you ever feel discouraged or think the progress is too slow, remember that healing in our later years is like tending a garden. Nothing blooms overnight, but with nurturing and consistency, everything begins to grow. And so I hope you carry this small practice forward, not as a chore, but as a quiet ritual of self-kindness, a reminder that your body, even now, responds to care, responds to warmth, responds to movement, and that each day, you choose to tend to yourself. You are choosing hope, choosing mobility, choosing the simple joy of walking with greater ease. And may you feel grateful for every step you take, stronger with every week that passes, and comforted by the knowledge that your journey toward better mobility is still unfolding, gently, patiently, and beautifully.